Hi, and thanks for staying with us here on STL Live. We're back with Carolyn and George. Carolyn, George, and Fred Hessel from Carondelet Summer Concerts in the Park. Caught me off guard there. So we finished up in the first segment talking about the concert series. I mean, this is really only made possible by sponsors because this is entirely free.
Yeah, we should mention that the Regional Arts Commission, we've got a pretty large grant from them to fund a portion of this. And then we also have the Carondelet Business Association, which features many local merchants in Carondelet and throughout Patch that also help sponsor individually, sponsor concerts.
What I love seeing around St. Louis is a lot of the neighborhoods do events, especially in the summer, to really raise awareness about their neighborhood, the kind of feel for the neighborhood, the essence of the neighborhood, and this is what you guys do. But I want to know more about with the community, the Carondelet Community Betterment Federation, what it is that you do. This isn't the only thing that you do throughout the year, so tell me a bit more about it.
Well, we're a neighborhood-based organization, and we service the area of Carondelet and Patch, down in the far south side of St. Louis. Bounded mostly east of I-55 and the river to Pear on the south, and Wall Street on the north. We're organized under two committees, the Social Services Committee and the Economic Development Committee. And Carolyn serves on the Social Services Committee and on the Board of Directors. And the Social Services Committee, of course, runs the concerts. We do a program, also the Christmas program, where we help needy families throughout the Christmas season. We do a food pantry Monday and Wednesday each week. That is done in cooperation with the St. Louis Area Food Bank, and many food drives and many generous schools and churches in the area. Also under social services, let me think, what else do we do under social services? Oh, the home repair program. I'm sorry. Senior home repair program. So senior citizens who live in the 63111 zip code primarily are eligible if they're 60 years and older for minor home repairs through a program. And we operate that through a grant with the City of St. Louis. Two grants, in fact, one with the Community Development Administration and one with the St. Louis Area Agency on Aging. And through the Economic Development Committee, we focus on business development, neighborhood identity, and facilitating improvements both with public infrastructure and private developers. Right now, and we work closely with the Alderman Tom Villa of the 11th Ward, and a lot of those activities. Currently, a couple of the big capital improvement programs that are happening right now, a merger of two parks, Belle Reve Park, one of them that we have concerts in, with Sister Marie Charles Park, which is a smaller park just off the bluff from Belle Reve, and in cooperation with the St. Louis City Parks Department and Great Rivers Greenway. We're going to be combining those two parks, putting in a bike path, which will connect the trail, the north to south trail. That's part of the trailhead system.
That's neat.
Also, South Broadway Phase 2 streetscape improvements are going to be happening, I want to say probably either later this year or next year, and that's street beautification, crosswalks, lighting, trash cans, benches, sidewalk improvements, and street overlay. So that helps the business district. Yeah, it helps in that area.
You mentioned neighborhood identity. I mean, when I think of Carondelet, everyone thinks of Carondelet Park. I mean, really a beautiful neighborhood, very historic. What would you say is how would you describe the neighborhood identity? See, I mean, longtime residents here. How would you describe it?
Well, I think it's really very diversified. And I think the architecture is really rather interesting. And that in itself is diversified. And it's just an interesting neighborhood, and it has, of course, like every neighborhood, its pros and its cons. But I have found that a lot of people who do come through consider it nearly like a little town. My sister lived away for a long time, and she always said when she came back, she felt like it was a little city inside of a bigger city.
Yeah, it does have that.
Right.
Well,
yeah,
it once was its own city.
It was
before it was annexed
its own city. Right.
by the City of St. Louis. So it's a very walkable neighborhood as well. It's got a library. It has, of course, the Carondelet YMCA. It has a neighborhood health center. It has businesses, commercial and retail restaurants up and down Michigan and on South Broadway, and even at Grand and Bates, which is the for the edge of the neighborhood.
And it's got the summer concert series taking place this summer. And we've got that information again for you to check out. Again, it's the Carondelet Summer Concert Series. It's running through August 30th. You can check it out during the week or on Sundays. It's entirely free. For more information, head to their website, carondeletliving.com. Thank you so much for being here, and thank you for telling us about the concert series and really with the neighborhood and everything that you
Thank
do.
you.
All right.
Pleasure.
Thank you.
Well, when we return on STL Live, we'll chat with Jamie Clark from Summer Fusion. We'll be right back after this break.